Well, hi, everybody, and welcome into the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show. Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett alongside, plus our live studio audience consisting of two, Derek and Star. Yes, let's give it up.
Studio
Let's
audience.
play Family Feud. Show me the Brownwood Lions lion. There it is.
I like Family Feud.
You know, I do too. You know, with all this technology we have and what Star can do, we need to do a game show in here sometime where we can do that.
Yeah.
Put the answers up. Star, can't we do that sometime? Do a little Family Feud maybe or something like that?
Yeah.
All right. We'll get your family against us five at KOXC.
Oof.
Derek, Star, I, Randy, and whoever else shows up.
Yeah.
You guys have it, Sammy. Don't worry.
Oh, man.
We'd win if my sister was on it. We'd probably
Boy,
win.
yeah, your
She
sister's
keeps
sharp.
she keeps everything in order.
Boy, she does, as a matter of fact. That would be fun. Anyway, how are you, Coach?
Carl, I'm doing just fine. How are you?
Good. Happy belated anniversary. You didn't
Oh,
tell
thanks.
us on Monday
Nope.
that your anniversary was yesterday.
Well, if it means anything to you, I had to tell my wife yesterday is our anniversary.
Oh, well, bless her.
Bless her.
Bless Kathleen for putting up with you. All right.
Yeah, I guess so. That's true. That's a true statement.
Oh, man. So all the rest of your crew doing okay? Is Leighton doing good?
Leighton got braces yesterday.
Oh, wow.
It saddened me in two ways. One, I have to pay for those braces, and two, my youngest child is old enough to wear braces now.
Oh, my goodness. Grow up in a hurry, don't
Yes,
they?
they do.
All right.
And so she commenced to eating hot puff Cheetos with her new braces.
Oh,
I'm like,
man.
yeah, here's another lesson to learn. You better go brush them teeth.
That's right. Hey, boy, isn't that the truth? Hey, we didn't get I forgot Monday to ask you how your spring break and your golf game went last week.
It went real well. I had a great time. It was nice to get away for a couple of days, but it was also nice to get back home. You know, it's fun and exciting thing about going, and it's also fun and exciting thing about being at home and sleeping in your own bed and all that. I guess I'm showing my age, but man, it was beautiful. I know that the day that it was 39 here in Brownwood, it was 79 where I was, so it was nice weather. The last day it was breezy, like real breezy, so breezy the balls were rolling off the green. So, but we had a good time and we finished, and it was on all a good trip. I really enjoyed it.
Played Lajitas.
I did.
Beautiful
Number one
course.
golf course in Texas. It's amazing course.
Man, I love any course that rhymes with fajitas. All right,
Yes,
that's the
yes,
only one I can
Lajitas,
think of.
Lajitas, fajitas.
But I saw pictures and it looks beautiful.
Well, I got emotional. I got to tell you, I don't know if you heard the story, but Clay Henry is a goat.
Clay Henry's a goat?
Yes.
The greatest of all time?
He is. He's the mayor of Lajitas.
Yeah, and he's a
Well,
goat.
Clay Henry, when I was in junior high, little guy, in the early 80s, the original Clay Henry, you could get a bottle of beer, set it on a stump, he would pick it up and drink it, and finally he would get drunk enough that he would butt around on stuff in his pee and then finally pass out.
Oh, man.
Rex Ivy owned the trading post in Lajitas back when that's all there was.
Oh, okay.
So now they have these other goats in a pen. You can feed them a soda pop or something. It's sort of, but it still says they're still the mayor of Lajitas. But I went to eat at the Starlight Theater,
Oh, wow.
and then someone goes, "Look up there." My buddy goes, "Look up there. There's a goat." I turned around and it was the original Clay Henry with a bottle in his mouth, just like it was when I was in junior high feeding him beers.
Wow.
But I got emotional about seeing the mayor.
There you go.
Brought back old childhood memories, but
I
it was
bet
neat
so.
experience.
Clay. Man, that's good stuff right there. And thanks for sharing that with
He
us.
was glad that story ended, I can tell. He's like, let's go on to the next
Clay
story.
Henry. Stuff Clay Henry up
The
on
mayor.
the rock.
Yeah.
The mayor.
Yes, the
All
mayor.
right, I got it. Man, I heard every word you said.
boy,
I was
Carl.
glued to that story.
Yes, I bet he was.
I was on the edge of my seat.
About like our Monday evening NASCAR report. He's on his toes. just
Actually, I was
waiting
thinking
for-
about Chuck Woolery's birthday today, but hey, that's
Really?
another story.
Chuck
He's
Woolery.
81 today.
Nice.
I love old Chuck. All right.
Oh, Chuck.
There you go. All right. Hey, we do have some sports stuff to talk about. Kind of a rough night for Lady Lions and Lions athletics last night.
Yeah, girls and boys soccer went over to Stephenville to finalize their district race. We both finished second in that race. Our girls were defeated by Stephenville, the Honeybees, 2-0, and our boys dropped their match 5-0. On a brighter side, just worked out all the details yesterday with Stephenville and Greenwood and Estacada on playoffs. So our by-district match with the girls will be against Greenwood. That'll be 5 o'clock at the Mustang Bowl in Sweetwater on March the 25th. And then our boys will follow that game at 7 o'clock with Lubbock Estacada at the Mustang Bowl in Sweetwater, Texas on March the 25th. So that's good. There's a doubleheader. A lot of things going on at that time. That'll be the Bluebonnet Relays as well. But we've got a lot of action in the spring. I didn't get any results back from tennis. That wasn't shared with me yet. So as soon as I get that with their dual match against Sweetwater, I'll get that out there. Baseball team traveled to Lampasas. I was at that game. I know you were too, Carl. I left 12 men on base. You got bases loaded with no outs. You're not scoring runs. That's tough to win ball games. You know, we're young. Kids are still, from my first opportunity to go watch them and sort of evaluate them. You know, I'm an old baseball guy, so I love the sport. But I just think right now youth is getting us the mental capacity that it takes to step up to the plate and have a quality at bat. I think they're still learning how to do that, learning situational hitting, knowing where we're supposed to go with the ball before the ball's hit to us. Those are things that you train your mind to do, and you got to be mentally tough enough to do all the time. I think they're lacking. But, you know, like I said, that comes from youth. On the other side, I saw great leadership. Jacob Hadaway was very vocal about, you know, let's get this thing going. We're still being positive. Owen Huntsinger, Taylor Besant, both guys that are on the bench right now because of injury. In between every inning, I saw them being positive to their teammates, uplifting them. Never thought that they were out of the game. Always thought that they could win, not being satisfied with where they're at. So all of that from a coach's side and me getting to sit back and see that show that there's room for growth and the willingness to want to grow. So, you know, every time they went up there to bat, they had the desire to be successful. I think if they just modify, you know, some of their thought processes on how we're going to get done what we want to get done, you know, 2-0 pitches, popping them up to the infield, that's not a quality at bat. You know, sit on the pitch, you can drive, understand the count, understand the situation. You know, I thought Gavin threw a good game, but, you know, we had too many 0-2, 1-2 pitches left over the plate that they were able to put in play to score runs. So, you know, sometimes you got to throw something just to let them see it, you know, throw it in the dirt, you know. So just little bitty things, but they dropped that match 4-1. But I surely expect Coach Harris to continue to work on those guys, and they'll continue to grow and understand those situations and learn through, you know, trial by error. And then, you know, hopefully by the time we get to the next game, we'll be a little bit more successful and we don't leave as many people on the base. I mean, you take half of the runners we left on base, bases low with no outs, and put those on the board. That's 6. You win 6-4. I mean, it's a different ball game. So minute things that cost them a ball game. But like I said, I saw a lot of positive, and I definitely will see that. I believe that they'll continue to grow.
Oh, I do too. No doubt about that. We got a tough one coming up this Friday. A good Gatesville team coming to town.
Yep. Tomorrow or today, I'm about to run over to watch some part of the softball game. They're hosting Alvarado at 6:30, so I'll get over there in time to see that one. And then on Friday, our softball team will host Abilene Cooper at 6:30, and then our baseball team will host Gatesville at 7. So you have an opportunity to see our boys and girls on the same afternoon at home to sorry, I'm bumming my words, but maybe have an opportunity to go watch them play. And then of course our boys and girls track team will head to Graham on Saturday for the Possum Kingdom Relays.
All right. Hey, baseball, 7 o'clock. Before that, staff and faculty will be recognized.
That's right. They sure will be.
That includes you.
They don't need to recognize me.
Come on
nope,
now. All staff, faculty around ISD.
Don't need any part of that.
All right. Well, if you're staff and faculty, be on the field about 6:15.
There's rocks around the baseball field. I don't want them thrown at me. Then we'll have to get them off the field.
Is that why Derek hides it when he comes out and covers baseball games? He'll hide behind the dugout most of the time.
Oh, no. I recall a time where I sent you a picture. I think we're at Midland.
Yes.
And Stuckley was lounged on the side of the grassy knoll like a lizard, just laying there, just hands back.
That was last year's soccer playoff game.
Against San Elizario.
Well, he was working hard. Yeah, that was not a good game for the Lady Lions.
We'd have an opportunity to have that situation again. If our Lady Lions win against Greenwood, they'll probably run into San Elizario, and they'll probably be at Midland again.
All right. Yeah, that doubleheader on Friday the 25th in Sweetwater. Looking forward to that. So busy times, and Bluebonnet Relay is also on the 25th as well.
Yeah, 24th and 25th. We still have some spots if you're interested. If you have any experience, if you'd like to work, contact Andy Howard or myself at the high school. Lisa Hasso can get you in touch with Andy. We still have a couple of spots, if you'd like to help, want to be a part of that, we sure could take you. So if you want to come out and volunteer and be a part of that on the 24th, 25th, I'd say contact Lisa Hasso at the high school athletic office and ask for Andy Howard, or leave your name and number and message to him that you'd like to volunteer, and he'll get back to you. But we'll take all the help we can get, and we'll feed you and have a good time. We're going to be 26 teams, I think, on Thursday, and a bunch on Friday. So
Man,
it's going to be great. It's going to look more like the Bluebonnets.
it will be, as a matter of fact. So some great stuff coming up. Girls softball starts district next Tuesday. We're at home against Glen Rose. So a lot of stuff to look forward to here in the next week or so.
That is correct.
All right. I didn't see you at the game last night, but you were there.
I saw you in your green jacket.
I need one of these right here.
I'll have to hook him. See how he does it? He wears a green jacket to the game, so I'll hook him
Okay,
up.
I have 2 short sleeve Brownwood Lions jackets. That short sleeve wasn't going to cut it last night
No,
because I got cold.
Yeah, I got cold myself. I didn't have enough attire.
I need a long sleeve Brownwood jacket.
It's almost time for next year's budget. I'll just put in there a new budget line, and when I sit in front of the committee, when you do budget, you sit in front of Dr. Young and Miss Land and Mr. Moore and whoever else, and you go over budgets, and then if there's something you want to change, you get asked about that or whatever. I'll put a line item in there.
Now I do have that jacket.
101.3 KOXC radio budget.
I do
Supply
have that
budget.
white jacket that you gave Dallas and I a couple of years ago, and I wear
like
that to
that?
football games
Nice.
with the name on the sleeve. That's
Yes,
really
that's
sharp.
pretty sweet, yeah.
I'm talking about one maybe on these slightly cooler nights.
Yeah, I'll hook you up with something.
right.
I'm sure I got something from old coaches, that no, I don't mean that bad.
I don't care. It can be hand-me-downs.
How many different kind of jackets do you
Just
need?
look in the loft.
I'm a maroon one.
Slightly cooler, a little chilly, very cold.
Like last night. I'm getting
We
old.
hate
I get
jackets.
cool pretty
Well-
easy.
He wants a new wardrobe, Sammy.
Yes, as I was going through a closet yesterday looking for headsets and all that to get them reconditioned and ready for go next year, I did notice that there's a basket still of clothes that are left over from previous coaches. So I'll look through there and see if we have any.
Awesome.
What size you wear?
Extra large would be great.
Extra large. He likes them a little
Bring
tight,
it on.
doesn't he?
Derek's mom told him to get rid of that jacket, but it's not maroon. I like that jacket. Derek's had that ever since I've known him in 2006.
What's that zipper for right there? Keep your smokes in there?
Oh, man. What do you keep in there? Do you have some gummies by any chance?
Just smokes. Marlboro regular. Camel regulars.
Yeah, oh, man, my uncle smoked those good.
My dad
grief.
did too.
No filters.
That and Lucky Strikes.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. How did we get off on this?
I don't know his jacket.
All right, who wins the NASCAR this week?
That'll be Kyle Busch.
In Atlanta.
Kyle Busch all the way.
Star?
No, Kyle Larson.
I'm going with Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin's a good choice, but if there's one I'm throwing out there that's doing really well, that's going to wind up being successful soon, that's Ryan Blaney.
Okay.
Put it in the books.
That was Derek's choice.
Or Ross Chastain.
Yeah, he's actually doing good. Stackhouse Racing, he's doing good.
Wow.
New
All
group.
right. So we'll see what happens.
I'm taking Cooter Davenport.
Cooter Davenport. That's your Wednesday evening NASCAR preview.
So much for the NASCAR report. Hey, by the way, had a pretty good crowd in Lampasas on a
We
Tuesday
did.
night last night.
We
It was
did.
great to see
I actually
those
got to
fans.
see a buddy of mine, Lanny Williams, who's a Brenham Cub that I coached with at baseball there and football with. He's the head coach at Cedar Park. Him and his wife Vicky were there. Of course, great friends with Brett Mauser and Brian Harris. They were at Brenham for a long time together, but it was nice to see them and visit with some friends and talk a little baseball and tell a little jokes. So, but yet there was a great crowd. Matter of fact, I looked up in the bleachers. I was in the dugout, by the way.
Oh,
Carl.
okay. That's why I didn't see you.
Yeah, I was
All
in the
right.
dugout, so I looked out one time and saw the stands, and
Yeah.
they were full. We had good support.
We've been to Lampasas several times for baseball, and the people there are always really nice to us.
Are they?
They are nice to us.
Because they want to be on the radio.
Well, maybe so, but they bring us stuff. and-
Really?
Yeah, they treat us like we were one of their own.
Well, it's a small nature walk to the dugout from the parking lot.
Yeah, it's quite a walk, all right.
Yes, it was.
It's about a half mile or further.
Yeah, for a fat guy, that's a tough walk.
do what Scott and I did. We snuck in the fence and parked
Oh,
right there by the
y'all
concession
that's
stand.
what that's even better.
See, the lady was nice, and she let us through
That's awesome.
to park. All right, great stuff today, Coach. Anything else?
Yeah, let's thank those that make this show possible. Auto Glass Magic, Avalon Custom Homes Almost, Bruner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bon Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Everett Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Higher Enterprises Humphrey Pete's, Landmark Life, MC Bank, Painter & Johnson Associates, Smith & Sharp Agencies, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, The Real Talk with Chad Valdez Podcast, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Teas.
All right, Coach, we'll see you out and about. Probably see you at the game maybe Friday. And be careful.
Yeah, I'm headed to one right now.
Oh, that's right. Softball coming up in about
6:30.
45 minutes.
That's right. Have a great day, Brownwood.
Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett on the Coaches Show every Monday and Wednesday here on KOXE 101.3 and video streamed at KOXE.com.